As promised, I'm here with my dad, Mark Salmon from Compass Real Estate. It's a pleasure to sit with you here.
Yeah, this is unusual, so it's nice to have the opportunity to chat with you outside of the homestead.
Well, my first interview, when I was first training, I actually got to sit with you and Pete Laughlin and talk about some stuff. So I'm excited. It's just us. We're just here chatting away here.
That's it. Let's talk some local politics.
Let's do it. Well, I guess the first things first. We've all been hearing about Measure T. That's obviously a big thing that's happening right now. But can you tell us why it was overturned?
Yeah, so Measure T was, a lawsuit was filed against Measure T back in 2018 when it first passed, and because of a discriminatory aspect of it. Essentially, locals were able to do something with their home that second homeowners were not, and so that restricted interstate commerce, essentially. And so, essentially, you've got to have an even playing field. And so it went through 6 years of litigation, appeal at court, back down to trial, and then was finally overturned and deemed to be unconstitutional.
So, but what are the next steps, though? I think that's where everyone's trying to figure out right now. Does the city have the chance to appeal that, or will people just be go right back into renting again?
Yeah, great question. So, the city has 60 days to appeal. They had an emergency meeting the other day. There was plentiful public comment, as you can imagine, from both sides. They did not have enough time, they claimed, to make a decision, which was a little discouraging considering this is a really difficult thing for them to appeal. So they're going to have another meeting on April 1st to decide if they want to do that or not, or if they're going to want to open it back up to vacation rentals.
So a lot of things still up in the air, but if you had your chance to draft a new ordinance, like what would you do and why?
Yeah, my hope, our hope that's supported the fight against Measure T was that this would go back to the ordinance that was in play back in 2018, that we barely gave any time to work or prove itself, and it was working at the time, but it was too little too late. The city government at that time just let it go for so long. People were too upset and they pushed on. But that would be a cap of 1,400 vacation rentals with no sort of density or distance regulations, and the same occupancy that they had back in those days, which was like 2 per bedroom plus 2 for the general common area. And just open that back up and allow those that lost their permit in the city to get a chance to get their permit back first, prioritize them, give them like 30 days to renew it, and then open it back up to everybody else. That's the only balanced way to do it.
And I'm loving the idea just about balance, giving the opportunity, also just vacation rentals in general, what they do for the community. They're bringing in money, they're bringing more people to stay in the Tahoe region for sure.
Well, that's it, and not everybody, and frankly, I'm not going to say a better group of people, that sounds horrible, but you got to think about those that want to stay in the casinos and they want to rage all night. It might be smaller groups, like whatever, me and a guy going up for a ski trip, buddies or something, want to go out and have fun all night, versus families that come in, they want to feel what it's like to be a local, have a yard for their dog, have their kids there, their friends there to congregate, and certainly it brings in a ton more money to our city. You can't argue that point. And so while we want peace and quiet and tranquility in our homes, we also want a balance with the economy that frankly runs this town. And so it's tourist-based industry, and there's no getting around it.
And obviously, in the interest of balance, as far as resources go, like if I was like, I want to hear both sides of the argument, what are like some of the best resources to kind of check out?
It's tough. Like we've taken down the website on this fight against Measure T a long time ago, and so you're going to get a little bit of information from the city. Hopefully, it'll be up to current. But I would say like by April 1st. They should make this decision. There should be some good information on there. I foresee a moratorium while they collect themselves, draft this ordinance, and hopefully don't miss the busy summer season. Get this into play quick. Otherwise, you're going to have a lot of angry people and really quite a bit of potential liability for the city.
So can people contact you to get your side of the opinion? Where can they contact you?
Yeah, whether you agree or disagree, you can reach out to me anytime. 530-318-7637. Go to TahoeSalmon.com, send me an email. Love to chat.
I love it. Well, thank you, Dad, for coming in. Mark Salmon from Compass Real Estate. Such a pleasure to have you on.
Thanks for having me.
All right.